and it was just snapped up. But anytime I show a Fuji chrome print, these sell for $350, framed and matted, and for $125 just the print by itself. People fall in love with it. It's something about.
I liked the one in your house too, with the conquistadores coming in.
Oh yeah, that one was made for that, that trade agreement, between Mexico and Canada, and the theme was Columbus, and so that one is called the. Thank you very much. Let's go on downstairs and set up.
That really is a nice thing.
Well, hey, it won't be today.
My name is Graciela B. Ramirez. I was invited today to bless the ceremony, the exhibition, and we Chicanos, Mexicans, we usually do it before we start our events, and it is to bring good feelings, good energy to whatever we are doing. In this case, I was invited by the comadres, and their exhibition is wonderful here at our own La Raza Galeria Posada. And I'm a member of the Galleria. I've been a member for many years, probably since it started on F Street. And I always remember that at the beginning of our ceremonies or events, we do the blessing by recognizing the four directions. And we start with the east, and then we go to the south, the west, and the north. And I'm one of the elders in the Mexican Chicano ceremonies. I take care of the direction of the north, which is the direction of us viejitos, and it represents wisdom. The direction of the east is for the young males, the jaguars, the warriors, and the direction of the south is for the children, the young people. The direction of the west is for the young women. And usually when we have the ceremonies, there are four during the year. We have one probably around May, is the one dedicated to the children. And we have another one in June around the solstice, and it's for the young women. It's a rite of passage for young women. The third ceremony is for the young males, and it's also a rite of passage for them. We usually have it in October, And the last ceremony is the Day of the Dead, which takes place at the St. Mary Cemetery. And it's on the first day of November, the Day of the Dead. And I usually participate as much as I can, but there are other people who are more important than me. For example, Professor Jose Montoya, who is, we may say, our master elder. And of course, Mrs. Cobb, who was one of the persons who introduced the ceremonies and the dances here in Sacramento from Mexico. And of course, there have been some other teachers, but right now, Mrs. Cobb and Professor Montoya, they are the master teachers. So I'm just learning, but I love it. The ceremonies are for us to give our culture to future generations. That's the main object. To bring what is beautiful about our culture to us here in Sacramento, to our children. And to make us feel that our past, our ancestors, their teachings were very, very important and still are, because they taught us harmony, balance as the main objects for us human beings on earth. And that's a teaching that is very, very important, especially in our times. So that's the ceremonies. I don't know what else to add.
You gotta see this one. Look. That was the first year we
Watch
showed
out,
at Luna's,
RCA.
our very first exhibit.
That's pretty cool. My mom and Sam and then Mike have done all different flowers that we can bring up here. Really? That's all? Yeah.
Don Pedro. Este señor es Pedro Dimas, él es el director del grupo Mirando el Lago. Yo soy Nancy Terrell, su amiga. Y este es Fidel Stanislao, su yerno, que toca el tololoche. Y aquí no sé dónde fue. Ahí atrás, ahí está el que toquen la música tradicional de Puerto
Do you guys have cash box? Do you guys have money, cash and stuff?
Probably not.
So, if somebody wants to buy it, how are you going to give them change?
Ese es el problema, si alguien quiere comprar algo, ¿cómo lo cambiamos? Como anoche, todos querían comprar con 20, yo no tenía cambio.
Do you want to borrow my cash box? Do you want me to give you some cash?
My son is half Mexican, half American. I think he was my still cooking Michoacan. That's not where they're from. Yeah, they're from Michoacan. We're gonna play. Wow. Yeah, I guess put my glasses on. You know, read it to see what it's about.
Very good job, Tony. Very good. Photography by Tony.
I have the mats for these already cut.
Juan Cervantes.
So
That's what I'm asking. We'll find out.
It's good.
The sun is here.
My name is Carmel Castillo, and I am one of the Comadres Artistas. This is our 10th anniversary. There are 6 of us, and there has always been 6 of us. And we, in the past 10 years, we have been very productive. We have put together over 50 exhibitions, and we work closely with the community. And our goal is to continue to keep the Chicano and Chicana art of alive. One thing that I must say is that we intend to stay together and not be divided, because together we are very strong and we can put our message out. If you have seen our art, you can see we have Chicano grassroots. We have many messages. I just wish that everybody could see our work. We have 6 very strong women. Irma Barbosa has been our leader. She put us together, and she continues to be one of the strongest leaders. I do hope that the Mexican people will support us, will continue to support us, not just the Mexican people, but the whole community, since we are the second only Chicana collective in California, the first one being the Chicana Muralistas of San Francisco. Dr. Maria Ochoa has written her dissertation on the Comadres Artistas, and at this time she is publishing a book on the Comadres Artistas. It is important that we keep our legacy alive and not let anybody divide us. Thank you.
Hola, I am Irma Lerma Barbosa, and I am one of the Comadres Artistas de Sacramento. And we have been together for 10 years, and this is our celebration, our 10th anniversary celebration. And it is amazing that we have remained together for 10 years, 10 strong women able to speak, 6 strong women able to speak to each other and support each other's creations. And it's not easy, because in order to assert ourselves as Comadres Artistas, we had to be proud of who we are. And even though we speak up and we say strong things and we speak the truth according to our experience, it flies in the face of some of our cultural upbringings that say a good woman should shut up. A good woman should do as she's told. A good woman, doesn't stir up controversy. A good woman follows her man. But what if you don't have a man? And what if you do love yourself? And what if you do love your sisters and you find a way to support yourself and support your children? And what if you have to speak up and you have to tell the truth of how hard it is and what you need, and you need the support of your community in order to hold your head up and set a good example for your children and show them that a woman can be strong on her own. And so that's what we did. We stood up and we spoke up. And in our pictures, in the art that we present, you see reflections of how we channel that strength. You see pictures of our children, and you see pictures of strong women standing alone. And all of these pictures that we offer are stories, of struggles that we've been through and we have managed to triumph. And the real evidence that the comadres have triumphed is that we have survived. We have survived as a group, and although there's always chismes and there's always desmadres and there's always, like Louis the Foot's poem says, there's always la Chuy, este vato y la otra, and all kinds of different political and familial kinds of disputes going on. It really doesn't break the thread of the family that we've become. And no family is perfect. And of course we argue and we have differences. But notwithstanding, we still create artwork and we put our values in these pictures. And the comadres feel so strong about the values that have helped us to survive, and the message that we have to give to the community and to our children, that we will not be broken. And we will not be broken, not by politics, and not by manipulation, and not by being used, to further other political causes. That makes us create. It brings us closer to the fire, and what we want more than anything is to communicate. And if we're communicating by yelling or by whispering, it doesn't matter, as long as we're communicating. And basically, that's what I want to say. Thank you. And I hope that you continue to follow the comadres, because we will continue to offer you our truth and our love, and we will do it together.
Peace. This is the librarian. This is Irma's librarian from high school.
I need my
Yes, I know the energy.
How was your trip?
Oh, it was.
Ooh, look at you're in demand.
I don't think so. Shush! Glad you made it. It was wonderful.
That's good. And they did say your name
They've got it to them.
I'm here with my Nisa, director of the Raza Galeria Posada. How's it going?
Going well. We're going to get our pictures taken for Sacramento Magazine. If we look good enough for them.
Yes, you do.
Hey, you. How are you? I left the board, but Georgie's still on the board. The bookstore. Yeah.
So then, you know, I want to talk with...
Ellos saben usar los cabanes en todos esos eventos.
Bueno, muchas gracias.
Okay, I'm gonna announce it like about. Gather everybody, bring them up towards. I was gonna leave this as PA system. That sucks. Hi everybody, thank you for coming. I'm Raza Gutierrez. I'm the executive director of the Galeria Posada. If you don't know, this is our 30th year anniversary, and we're celebrating today 10th year anniversary with the Comadres Artistas. And we're really glad to have them showing during our 30th year anniversary. We thought it was going to be a great way to highlight our anniversary and theirs as well. Today I wanted to highlight a few things. I just want to say really quickly that a lot of you in the community have been wondering what's going on with the Galeria, if we're moving or not. And I want to tell you all that we are moving, that we'll be moving in about 15 months to 15th and R Street. The reason why I'm telling you this is because a lot of people think that we're closing, and we're not. We're going to be open for about 15 months at this location still. So you can keep coming to us, keep seeing art exhibitions and whatnot. Had a lot of questions today about that. Another thing I wanted to touch upon today is that all of these events that we're doing are sponsored through membership donations, and they're sponsored through various corporations and government entities. And I'd like to thank Verizon today because they gave us a contribution for this show opening. I'd like to thank the Metropolitan Arts Commission, and I'd like to thank the California State Combined Federal Contribution Membership Organization, because through the state employees we receive a huge source of funding, and we really would like to thank you very much if any of you are on that list today. What I'd really like to highlight today that helped us out a lot for this event is Tomas Montoya, Vanessa Bautista, Stephanie Saucer, one of our interns, Loren Gutierrez, one of our staff persons, Rosie, one of our other staff persons, and David Buenrostro. And I really appreciate it.
Yeah, David. Where is David?
The comadres that we're introducing today, I'll have them come up in a bit. Are here to be with us today. She had a Helen. Their Today, as I said, we brought them here today because we feel that they're a special group of women. They dedicate most of their lives to their familia, and they have hardly any time to do their artwork. So for them to find some time to use this creative art outlet to create art, we want to recognize them. We feel it's extremely important, and they've I think helped inspire a lot of young Chicanas and even older people to create their artwork and continue the momentum in the art field. Today, a really special friend of the Galeria Posada is here with us today, and that's Senator Deborah Ortiz. And I'd like to let you all know that Deborah Ortiz, when I first became director, came up to me and said, how can I help the Galeria Posada? And she made a commitment to us about 3 years ago, and she has given us her word, and she has helped us so much that I don't even know how to thank her. Today she wanted to come here and be a part of our event, and we have a special gift that we'd like to give her. And if I can't see her right now, if she could come up here. Oh, there you are. institution that you could honestly say has been such a great supporter of the arts as you could about Deborah. Deborah, thank you very much for everything that you do.
You know, you know what? For those of you who don't realize, well, thank you, Marisa. I was one day off, and I said it was important to come, so I ran out and brought some friends, and really just thought it was a way to enjoy, as you all are here, the arts and our community and the messages conveyed in arts, and this particularly unique show and these incredible women. And for those of you who aren't familiar with this, the notion of comadres, this is about godmothers, about women who are very close, who do things and go through things in life together. And it can range from raising children to cooking to dealing with all the things, but it's a unique model that is, I think hopefully those who are not familiar with the notion of comadres will get a better sense of that when you come away from the show. I had no idea. This is a piece from Jack Alvarez, one of our local artists that I have lusted for over the years. I was told it was unavailable. I could not buy it. I purchased, I don't. I like Jack and his wife very much. But I was told it was unavailable, and I do have one of his other pieces, and thank you so much, Marisa, for this, and it was unnecessary, but I'll tell you, it will be much appreciated and enjoyed. Let me say to all of you here supporting the Galeria, we are in an incredible transition point. 30 years of the strongest Latino, Native American, Chicano arts presence in any community really is a pretty incredible statement. But to have known the struggles in this community with the Galeria and the history and its contributions to our community, and to know that we're at a transition point as we're in the new millennium is really quite exciting, but it brings challenges of its own. So for those of you who have come here, who support the Galeria through the bookstore sales, through the memberships, let me just say one more time, if you're not a member, sign up now. But we're going to need your help as we transition to a new site and we take on all of the incredible arts and shows that this Galeria has hosted, but we haven't had a chance to tell the rest of the world about. This is a Galeria that has hosted not only our incredible artists locally and in the region, but nationally. And we need to find a way to do that to a broader audience, and that's the transition we are in now. Like any other business, like any other cultural arts group, we struggle in tough times, and if it weren't for the support of the community people here today, we would not have made it this last 30 years. I want the young people who are here today to be able to talk about the 30-year anniversary from today, and they can say, we remembered the old location and the hope and the dreams of the new location. So make sure that we get through the next 30 years with all of your support. And Marisa, thank you for your hard work, and to the board members, to the artists, to the comadres, keep doing what you do, and this is just such a wonderful, wonderful gift. Thank you for this.
Thank you for supporting us.
I'm going to introduce one of the comadres. Thank you so much, Deborah. She's an excellent speaker. I have her right
That's my favorite.
This is the piece I was trying to get.
I'd like to introduce Carmel Castillo, and she's going to introduce a special friend of the comadres. So please welcome Carmel.
I want to thank all of you for coming. We hope that my voice can carry. I want to introduce a very good friend of ours, Maria Ochoa, and I want to tell you a little bit about her. Her accomplishments are many, 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 but I will just read very few of them. Maria Ochoa is the lecturer of the Ethnic Studies Department and Women's Studies Program at the California State University, Hayward. Dr. Ochoa is a former director of the Sun Gallery, a community-based visual arts center. Ochoa holds a degree in history of consciousness from the University of California, Santa Cruz. Ochoa received numerous awards and grants